over social media right now, people are wondering what to do with their seniors. Some of them don't want to go back. They have concerns. Some of them were home last year. They want to continue, but they're just not sure what their options are and what's the best thing for them to do.
That's true. I have seen a lot of people talking about that. People who started homeschooling last year and figured they were going to send their kids back to school now don't want to, or the kids don't want to go back because they really enjoyed the freedom of studying at home. Sometimes, a GED might be a good option.
I think so, and I have suggested to people before to do both the GED and their high school transcripts. Like you don't have to do one or the other. You can do your own high school diploma, and you've got your transcript to back it up. But it doesn't hurt to go ahead and do the GED program. I know that years and years ago, people kind of looked sideways at a GED, but that is not really the case anymore.
That's true. And actually, I have been seeing that if your child is planning to go into the military, some of the recruiters want the kid to take the GED.
I'm thinking it might be because there just seemed to be like a level field with the GED. It's kind of more standard as a test, and they can go, trust those results, I guess.
Right. They understand how to interpret them.
They understand how to interpret exactly.
Right.
What other options? I was thinking about dual enrollment if someone wanted to explore taking college courses as a senior and get a little bit of a head start in college.
Yeah, dual enrollment is a great option. It fulfills the high school credits that still need to be taken, and it also gives the student college credit to get started if they're college bound.
I think that's one of those 2-for-1 deals we talked about earlier.
Yep, that is. My youngest daughter did some dual enrollment, and it was very helpful because she was at a point where she was ready to be out from under me being her main instructor. And some of the things she wanted to study, I wasn't really prepared to teach, and she was kind of outgrowing the whole homeschool enrichment academy. So it was a really great fit for her. And it gave her a taste of what to expect when she went to college, full time after she graduated.
I think that's one of the best things about dual enrollment. When my daughter took some classes, she realized she did have good study skills, and she did know how to participate in class, and she did like having someone else evaluate her work. And it was nice to see that the teacher she was earning the same grades from someone else that she was from me. And so then she knew she wasn't just, wasn't just mom saying, "Oh, very good, honey." She actually was doing A quality work.
Right. Yeah. And another option is to look at what your child has done and see if they have completed all the coursework that they need to graduate. You can also graduate your child early. You don't have to wait until they're 17 or 18. If they've gotten the work done and they're ready to go on for a job, you can graduate them. So there are many different options for your senior. Melody, do you have any other tips you want to share about what to do with a senior?
Well, I know a lot of people, some people, who maybe did online schooling through their district or something like that last year and didn't love the way that was structured, might not be aware that there are some really excellent tools and resources that people have been developing for online homeschooling. And we've mentioned Khan Academy before, but there are other curriculum producers. Like you can do online schooling in a little bit different way as a homeschooler, and that might be a good way to finish up a school career as a senior if you wanted an online platform that was not connected with your public school system, but something that was more of a standalone curriculum provided by a homeschool company.
Yeah, good point, because a lot of parents whose child did virtual public school online last year probably don't feel prepared to take on all the roles of a senior high school counselor and teacher this year.
Right, and some of those senior topics can be a little bit challenging. So it's kind of nice if you can just let someone else teach that. So online classes, there are more than one kind. You might want to look and see what else you might want to do. And you don't have to do everything that way. It may just be that you want your, maybe your government or your history or economics or something like that you wanted to take online. But that would be a good way for those kids to get that learning.
Thank you for joining us today. I'm Holly.
I'm Melody.
Happy homeschooling.
Hi, this is your host, Holly Williams Urbach.
Thank you for listening to the Happy Homeschooler Podcast, a Transcript Maker Production. My co-host is Melody Gillum. This episode was produced by Matthew Bass and edited by Norah Williams. Our graphic design is by Pete Soloway, and our music is by the Great Pangolin. You can find her music on YouTube and Twitter at Kylie Wins. That's Kailey Wins. If you'd like to help our podcast grow, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, or wherever you get your podcasts. Or as always, tell people about us.